Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. Today we are here getting ready to do some pickle pepper sauce. That's Jamaican pickled pepper sauce. That's one of the stuff that whenever you fry your fish or anything like that, you want to go ahead and put that over your fish to get it nice and flavorful. So today, the ingredients that we're working with today is we have our red onions, we have chocha, and we also have carrots, guys. And a couple more of the ingredients that we're going to be using is we have Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, and also we have pimento, guys, and garlic. And you cannot make pickled pepper sauce without, you guys know it, that real scotch bonnet pepper. You need a scotch bonnet pepper to make this right here, guys, and this is what we're working with here today. And so I have a few of the stuff already prepped over here, and so what we're going to do is just to give you guys a demonstration of how we go about cutting our chocha to get it like this right here, guys. So once we go ahead and slice it, we can have a nice design on that chocha here. So that's why we score these lines in. So I'm going to show you how we go about doing that right there, guys. So what we do is we get our chocha, put it down on the cutting board, and cut it in half like that there, guys. And then what we do, we'll come back and we'll go ahead and we'll clean all this up right here. And also we'll go ahead and take out the seed. The white stuff there on the inside, that is the seed, guys. Discard that there. And now we come, guys, and we put a nice little line like that there, and then we'll come back and just repeat the process over again until you get as many lines in. And that's it right there, guys. So that is that side there just got done, and that's it there, guys. And so the next step, what we're gonna do, go ahead and give you guys a demonstration of how we do our carrots, and it's pretty much the same way. And we're gonna go ahead now, and just so I can work with the carrot a little bit better, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that in half, get my knife and put a score in the carrot. That's it right there, guys. And that is it there for our carrot. And that's it there, guys. And also now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come over here and we're working with our red onions. And so what we're gonna do here with the red onions, guys, we are gonna go ahead and give it a cut down the middle, turn it to the side, So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this part of the onion out right here. So that way once I'm cutting, it will release all the rest of onions. So once I put them inside of the jar, they won't be clustered up. And that is it there, guys. Alright guys, so now we're moving on to the carrots. And so what we're going to be doing here is pretty much coming down like that right there, guys, with the knife. And as you guys can see, look at that design there. That's what we're looking for. Alright. So another look there on the design. That's it there. Okay guys, now that we got all of our carrots cut up, so now we're moving on to the garlic. And what we're going to do with the garlic is we're going to leave these garlic whole. So we're just going to go ahead and put them right there with everything else. Alright guys, and so now what we're going to be moving on to, you know it, the scotch bonnet pepper, and that's what we are working with here today. So now what I have to do with all these pepper, guys, as you can see, we have the stems on the peppers. So I'm going to move them on over there to the sink. We're going to remove all these stems and give them, you know, 1 or 2 wash. Give them, you know, wash them real good. And then we're going to come back on over, guys, and we're going to get to cutting up all these peppers. And look at all this pepper here. So, you know, when you get this pickled pepper sauce, guess what? You're not going to get a little bit of pepper. You're going to get a whole heap of pepper in it, guys. Lots of peppers. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and start picking stems. And we're going to move over here to the sink, guys. And guys, with working with these pepper here in the sink, when you're getting ready to wash these peppers, please be sure to use cold water, because you don't want, you know, you run that hot water on these pepper and it start letting off the steam. If you were to use hot water, and you let that steam and start the pores and stuff inside of the pepper, will burn your eyes, guys. And that's more so whenever we start cutting the peppers up and washing the cutting board and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you use cold water and not hot water. Alright? So guys, and pretty much what we're doing here, like I said, we are picking stems and getting our peppers washed, get them nice and clean. Nothing dirty going on where we are dealing with. Understand? So that's what we're dealing with right here, right now, guys. Cleaning the peppers. Okay guys, so now that I have all my scotchy washed and ready, remember, get your gloves on, okay? So now that we have our gloves and everything on, so now we're ready to slice the scotches, guys. So these big ones right here, I'm gonna cut these one here in 3. Smaller ones, I'll do, you know, just 2 cuts, just 1 cut. Alright, so cut them in half like that right there, guys. Alright, and then the bigger ones, I know I said 3, but that's 4. That was a big pepper. goodness. If you guys was here just to smell the flavor that is coming off of these peppers. Very flavorful. Remember guys, like I said, these peppers here, we're going to make sure we put plenty of them inside of the jar. I'm not going to hold out on you guys with the peppers. Okay guys, so now that we finished prepping all the peppers and everything guys, I've solicited my wife to come on over and help me to stuff these jars guys. And so what she's going to do right now is she's going to go ahead and give you guys a demonstration of how we stuff them. So first, what we have down here on the bottom guy is pimento, also known as allspice. And so that's what we have on the bottom there. And she's just going to go ahead and show you what we putting inside and stuffing with all the stuff we have. So guys, as you guys can see right there, handful of pepper guys. You know it. Like I say, you're going to get this scotch bonnet pepper. You are going to, not the scotch bonnet pepper. You're going to get this scotch bonnet pickle pepper sauce. You're going to get it right. Because guess what? We are not holding back on the scotchy. You know that already, brethren. You have to have the scotchy in the thing to make it nice. So like me, so when you throw that now all on your fried fish or whatever you eat, so you have the scotchy in there right. The flavor is gonna be right and all that, and that's what we are pushing for here guys. So as you guys can see how pretty that is getting as she stuff it all the way up to the top with different layers of we have the layers of the white onion, and we have layers of the chocho, and also guys carrot, and then garlic. So we try to make it real nice and healthy, And so as she finished stuffing and we get to the next process, one of the ingredients that I left out that I just remember that we also need is vinegar guys. And so once we go ahead and get get everything stuffed, we're going to take you guys over there to the stove and just show you guys how we go about getting the vinegar and salt prep to go ahead and make the brine for the scotches guys, for the pickled pepper sauce. Okay guys, so now we are here getting ready to make the brine guys, and so we're gonna show you how we incorporate the vinegar with the salt and a little bit of sugar into our brine. So I got me some distilled white vinegar here guys, and with the amount of jars that we have, we're going to need quite a bit of vinegar. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to pour inside the pot. And guys, when you're making this brine, you do not want to let the vinegar boil. You just want to get it to where that it's warm. Get it to where it is warm, guys. You do not want to boil your vinegar. So now what I'm going to be doing here with my salt, I'm going to put 2 1/4 cup of salt inside of my brine. That's it there guys, and also I'm gonna add some more vinegar because we do have quite a bit of jars that we have to fill. And guys, when you're making it, you can get the measurements and everything to what you need. It doesn't have to be the same exact measurements that I'm doing here, because if you're just making a small batch or something like that, you do not want to put 1/4 cup of salt inside of this brine, as you're going to have it too salty. So, you know, make it to, you know, your desire. All right, and then what I'm going to do here, guys, with my, you know, natural brown cane sugar is I'm going to go ahead and put 3 tablespoons of sugar inside of the brine. And what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and stir that so I can have all the sugar and the salt dissolved inside of the brine. And of course, guys, you know, if you guys can, you know, look and see here, I got a couple of stuff floating, and that's coming from the salt, guys. And we're going to strain that off inside of the, once we get ready to put it inside of the jar, we're going to go ahead and strain it so we don't have these little small particles floating inside of our jars. Okay, guys, and so now what we're doing is giving it a nice little stir. And also, guys, another thing here, I'm just going to have my cameraman to go ahead and swing on over here to my jars. Of course, guys, when you're going to get them put inside of the jars, you do want to go ahead and blanch your jars, so that way you can get rid of any kind of, you know, impurities or anything like that, you know, inside of the jars. Just getting them real nice and sterilized. Okay. Just giving that a nice little stir. And just from the feel of, you know, my spatula here down in the bottom, you know, feel like all the crystals have already dissolved. So now, guys, we're just going to go ahead and wait to get it to the temperature that we want it. Now remember, we do not want to boil the vinegar. We just want to get it warm for that when we put it inside of the jars with all the, you know, the peppers and the different food that's in the jar. We can have everything nice and, you know, pure. You know, have everything nice and pickled, guys. Alright, so I'll bring you guys back shortly once it warms up and we get ready to transfer it over inside of the jars. Okay, guys, so now we are back with the brine, getting ready to put the brine inside of the jars, guys, so we can go ahead and get them put up so they can go ahead and get pickled. Alright, so now we're just here, you know, carefully, guys, putting them inside of the jar. And then what we're going to do as well, guys, if there's any pickle juice that we waste on top of the lids, we want to make sure we go ahead and wipe them off before we go ahead and seal it up. Alright. And guys, I'm telling you, man, I just like the progress, guys, because these things, they are looking so beautiful. They are looking very beautiful. And of course, we do not want to fill the jars all the way to the top, because what's going to happen is once we put this brine inside, the peppers and the, you know, onions and everything, they're going to kind of float up to the top, guys, and we definitely do not want anything to go ahead and rest on top of the lids. So we're not going to fill them all the way to the top. Okay, guys, and I just want to show you what it is looking like. And that is it right there, guys. And so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap this video on up. And so guys, just want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming along with me on the journey of making the Jamaican pickle pepper sauce. Just thank you for coming along, you know, and stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. If you like the content that you just got, we're making this pickle pepper sauce. If it helped you guys out there any, you know, go ahead and throw a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you.